There's a man behind me. I think he's showing off to my ladies. It looks like it's a nice start to today. So today we're going to go up into Birmingham. Here we are. This is Curdworth. Cuttle Bridge in. So it's about a 6-hour run up the Aston flight and Farmers Bridge flight. But that's a beautiful dawn. We've got a bit of rain coming in for the next hour. Let that pass and then we'll go. So after what looked like a beautiful dawn, this is now set in. It looks like it's in for about an hour, so that's going to give us about a bit of a delay. So the time has come to set off. I have to say, possibly the luckiest man in the world, in that I have a full crew of females today. We have obviously Mrs. Lumsden, the matriarch, but we're also joined by Georgia and Jess. They're both fab and they fancied a day out today, and going up the Aston flight and the Farmers Bridge flight and a couple of locks before that totals 27. So I think a bit of help is very useful, but I am graced with the presence of beauty. I mean, obviously I compliment the whole thing, you know, but they want to be around me. So I've had that all my life. But, you know, when you've got a face like this, come and say hello. So this is my mate Georgia, and this is my mate Georgia's sister Jess. Now, how lucky am I? I know we've got Mrs. Lumsden to deal with, but are we happy with that? Can we cope with it? Will you help her on and off the boat and stuff like that?
Maybe.
Okay, because of a walking stick. You know all the stuff that's going on in his life. Help.
Yeah, we'll carry on.
Got you. Right, you go and get your bacon sandwich and I'll crack on. Told you I was lucky. So we're off. It's now about 9:30, I think, 9:35. So all been well. Up in Gas Street area, Brindley Place sort of area. Hoping for 3 to 3:30. It's normally about a 6-hour run. Depends how the locks fall. Probably won't do much film until I kind of get to around Spaghetti Junction. I've done this section kind of many times before, so I'll just keep an eye out for anything that might be a little bit different. So my team of Amazons, I've got up to the first lock. Said to Mrs. Lumsden, "You'll need the anti-vandal key for here." Off they all went. 2 minutes later, forgot the anti-vandal key. But I hope this isn't a sign of the rest of the day, because we've got to the first lock and it's full. All 11 yesterday were full. We had to empty them to go in. First one today, full. And I know I said I wasn't going to video or anything until I got to Spaghetti Junction, but it just looked quite nice through here. I thought the light looked nice, and it's quite a nice old bridge, this. And this is where you first kind of hit the proper urban side of the BCN. The crew weren't ready, so it's another sign of things to come. All sat there talking. No gate opened. Good work, Georgia. Did you remember how to do it?
I did, she did.
Ah, well, you know. You are the favourite. Jess, I love your boots.
Oh my God.
They're lovely, aren't they? Why have you got those on, Jess?
Go to visit the chocolate factory with Willy Wonka. Do you a little walk?
Go on then. Beautiful.
I'm getting myself a pair after this.
Work it, baby. That one's broken anyway, hasn't it? That paddle. If they've got stuff wrapped round, and it's normally because they're out of order. Yeah. to watch your hair, Jess, as well. We don't want any of that getting trapped in there. You see, Georgia, again, sensible. Nice, neat plait. I mean, I'm no expert when it comes to female hair fashion, but there's no place for it on a lock. Okay. I wonder how far I'll get today before I'm absolutely lambasted. Mrs. L will take me aside somewhere and she'll say, stop showing off. Oh, there's another boat coming. That's good news. There's a boat coming in, ladies, so we'll be all right. There's a boat on its way down. Cone retrieval. It's in a traffic cone. Yay! Get that taken somewhere where we can dispose of it. You did look like a boss.
I am a boss.
You are the boss. Let's see how your sister gets on. Yeah, look, clunk bang.
No way. Oh. No, it's not.
Look at, you're gonna get oil all on your top. Careful. Change hands. You right? Is it a lunch stop or breakfast stop?
Well, need to pop to old and get one.
There's a McDonald's there as well.
Yeah, and goes everything gets to old
Oh, you want real food?
McDonald's, yeah.
So going past the old Tyburn house just here. So this is my old stomping ground really. I lived 2 miles probably in that direction over there. So just down there is the Jaguar Land Rover assembly plant, which used to be the place where they built all the Spitfires. So this was Castle Bromwich. It's called Castle Bromwich Aerodrome. Everything that we've just gone past there used to be the old wartime airfield. So they would build the Spitfires at the Castle Bromwich, what now is Jaguar Land Rover, bring them out and straight onto the airfield, and off they went. The brave boys. So yeah, a lot of history around here. It's changed a lot since the 1940s, I guess. But so yeah, this is Tyburn House pub. Anybody coming down here, I would advise against mooring here, because it's also probably not quite as friendly as it used to be in the 1940s. Beautiful colour, beautiful. Goes so well with the graffiti. So far so good with the weather. The forecast was for another band of rain to hit us. I thought around about now, but actually it's not looking too bad. There are some dark patches there, but on the whole it looks quite good. Watch your head, Mrs. Lumsden. Oh, right. Have you collapsed?
No.
What's happened?
Nothing.
Have your legs not worked? You want to say hello to everybody? You've not said hello today.
Good morning.
Oh,
Sorry.
oh. So, Jess, where do you live?
I'm not even going to answer you.
Jess, tell me, when did you first meet me?
2009.
2000, was it?
Yeah.
How old were you in 2009? 19. And so I met Georgia a couple of years after that, and she was only about 12 then, wasn't she? When she first came to Tudor.
About 12 or 13. Yeah. She's the younger one, believe it or not.
She's the young one. I think she looks older than you. How many kids have you got, Jess?
Too many.
What's the age gap, Jess?
Between what?
Between me
10
and
months.
Jude.
10 months and 2 days.
Had a child. 10 months and 2 days later, had another child.
Do you remember when you first had Lumpy?
What's the matter with your husband?
Again, and you just like, I can't lie, yes.
Remember that in the pub?
What do you do? Wash his underpants or something? A bit too soon.
Too eager.
So this is my pal Georgia, and we're what? We must be 35 years apart or something.
Something like that.
How old are you?
27.
Is it 37, 47, 50, 32 years apart. And
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is one of my best mates.
It's my best mate.
So I met you when you were about 12,
Yes.
wasn't it?
Correct.
And then we kind of, I don't know why did we get so close? What caused it?
It would have been.
There was a change, wasn't there, somewhere, somehow.
Yeah, it would have been when I started on the board, I think. or
I
crewing.
suppose we have a joint sort of skill and interest. Shut
Why
up.
didn't you say I was your favourite?
We're not talking to you.
You're best
You,
mate.
you had your
You're my
chance.
best mate.
You
Yeah,
had your
but-
chance at an
Yeah,
interview.
but you didn't call me your best mate.
Well, no, because you're not.
I see Lumpy 4 times a week. There would have been a change when you was being my life coach.
Did a bit of life coach with it, didn't I?
Yeah,
You had a bit of a tough time for a while.
yeah,
Well, we all do.
yeah. Ups and downs.
Well, that was nice though. It was nice that we found a thing there, didn't we, I guess?
Yeah.
And then it's the whole set building thing and
Yeah.
set design. And so, yeah, we kind of have
Just-
some common values there, I
I
think.
think we're
don't
just
we?
very similar as people.
I think
as
we
well.
are. I think we are.
And you're very understanding.
I try my best. Try my best. But yeah, so that's Georgia.
That's me.
Welcome to the vlog.
Thanks.
Right, I'm going on location. So this is one of those locations. I love this. It is, you know, if you were a filmmaker looking for a location for sort of a gangstery underworld, sort of urban gang warfare, whatever, this is the place. What a place this is. just on the approaches to Spaghetti Junction now. We actually dropped just short of Spaghetti Junction, but the pillars of the roads are starting to sort of rise above you as it's lifting in towards the main body of the junction. So the M6 up there, that's dead ahead. That's junction 6 of the M6. So its actual name is Gravelly Hill Interchange. Everybody knows it as Spaghetti Junction. So that there is the Grand Union. Here's Mrs. L on the Birmingham Fazeley. Hello ladies. So here we are, directly under the M6. She comes, make the turn. So up there, that goes to the Perry Bar flight. Never been up there, but that's the way I'm going to come in when I'm coming home. It's gnarly up there. Will do, yeah. So this is the aqueduct over the River Tame. Well, there are two other streams come in here. You've got the River Ray, and you've got a little thing, and I think it's called Aston Brook or something like that, also comes in here. Right, up to the Aston flight now, into Brum. So, did you enjoy making the turn?
It wasn't very difficult.
No, it's very skillfully done.
I wanted to do that one where where you do like a U-turn.
That's it. That would have had to be the one previous, the Grand Union. I thought you did very well though.
Thank you. You upset Jess by saying Georgia was your favourite.
And there's the city up there. So you can see the BT Tower just over there. Well, we'll be basically going underneath that in about 2 hours time, I'd have thought. That's it's about 13 locks away till we get to there. This is one of the few arms that are still in water. I believe it's called Carter's Arms. Carter's Arm. at my crew. Look at my Amazons. I've got an Amazon crew, all ladies. So making swift progress up the Aston 11. My crew working extremely hard. Here we have them. There's Jess. I've got a funny story to tell you about Jess in a minute. There's Georgia. So, let me tell you a little story about Jess. There's a man behind me. I think he's showing off to my ladies. I mean, there are so many places he could be doing that. Anyway, let me tell you a story about Jess. Jess, oh, let me come out of this lock. I'll tell you in a minute. That's for you, that was. Who's that on that top of, on the next one? Sat there. Come down, let me tell them the story about you. Come on, come and reenact it with me. Yeah, you can. Up here. Don't look so nervous.
I'm not reenacting.
Come, because I've got a microphone on here. So, Jess. I was talking to Jess about a bridge. I was boring her about a bridge and how some bridges still have a gap through the middle. I said they have that gap through the middle for the rope to pass through when the horses used to take them. She says, horses? I said, yeah, they used to, back in the sort of 1890s and stuff, they tied them by horses, so they needed to be able to pass the rope through the gap. She looked at me and went, so how do the horses swim?
It's a viable question.
It's not a viable question.
It's a viable question.
I was like, what? So how do the horses swim? Jess thinks they swam in front of the boat.
Well, I know now that they walk on the path.
No! It's called a towpath.
Have you seen the colour of my hair?
One of the funniest things I've ever heard. I so wish I'd had the camera running at the time so it doesn't look like I've made it up.
Yeah, you have made it up. Quite a good question.
It's very funny. But they're all like that from Lichfield. They've all got 6 fingers, no brains.
So Dewey's moving closer and closer to Lichfield every time you move out.
I'm getting worse, I'm going to Rugeley. They've got 7 fingers. You see, your sister's come dressed properly, hasn't she? Look, boater's dungarees on.
And Lucy and Yak, they're not both.
Sensible shoes, her hair tied up. She knows what she's doing. Jess is wearing pastel colours, a nice cream. Look at, whoa, you keep walking past those greasy, horrible winding mechanisms.
My Crocs are down there.
You've had to put Mrs. Lumsden's horrible shoes on. I mean, can we have a vote? Who actually likes these?
They're really comfy.
Apparently they're very comfortable. They've got to have something going for them because they look vile. They look good on you, of course, Jess, because they go very well with your white hair.
My pastel colours.
Yeah, and your pastels. You can go and help if you want.
I have actually done my backing now, I'm not going to lie.
Have you?
Yeah, I have. All the way up the bottom.
When you wind in the lock, try and wind like with the. Don't just try and bend and do that. It won't do it any good. Wind with it. Ask Paula for her ratchet. the ratchet she's using, because that's a bit easier. Does the horse swim? I love Jess. I just can't help believing when she puts her hand in my hand, and it feels so small and helpless, and my fingers fold around it like a glove. This time the girl is gonna stay for more than just a day. That's the 11 of the Aston flight done, Jess. 13 to go. So yeah, here we are, Aston Junction, top lock. So that's 11 done. 13 more now on the Farmers Bridge flight. Get us up into Cambrian Wharf, Brindley Place, Gas Street, one of those. So this is called Aston Junction. So that goes, you know that when we got into Spaghetti and there was a canal that we went past. So that's over there and about 2 miles away, going into Digbeth.
Spaghetti Junction for the boats.
It is. So it's quite interesting that way. There's a few locks that way. It's called the Ashton flight, and there's a tunnel which is really tight. It's quite interesting. I'm going to go across and just moor up here just for a little while.